Good morning. How are y'all doing today? I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you for watching the Country Girls Cooking with Rhonda and Zoe. We really appreciate it. She is on spring break and she's hanging out with her grandma. So we're going to fix some pancakes this morning. Some people call them hot cakes. Some people call them flapjacks. We call them pancakes. But I've got a good recipe that I think you might would like. And I have a little something that I add to it to make it even tastier. So I'm going to tell you the recipe. And if I'll put it in the description box. But we add, I've got it written down here. We add 2 cups of flour. And I'm using self-rising flour. Now, if you use all-purpose flour, you need to add your baking powder, okay? And if you add baking powder, you need to add about a teaspoon and a half of baking powder, okay? But mine is just self-rising, and I've got 2 cups. Then I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of sugar in it. I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of baking soda, because I'll tell you why in a minute. And a half a teaspoon of salt. You probably don't have to put the salt in it because they usually add salt and all that with self-rising flour. And then you got 2 1/4 cups of buttermilk. If you don't like buttermilk, you could use regular milk. 2 eggs, room temperature. Teaspoon of vanilla. 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Reason that we are putting the baking soda and the buttermilk is those two do a chemical reaction. It causes like a leavening. It's a leavening situation, and it causes it to rise. So these are going to be some, unless you press them flat, they're going to be some pretty pancakes. Okay? And I'll share my secret ingredient in just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we're going to get to this recipe. And I'm going to lower you down to my bowl here. My phone's done got a little crooked. I'm going to try to get it straight. Alright. Alrighty. Now we've got our 2 cups of self-rising flour right here. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now this one is a 2 tablespoon right here. Alright, that's 2. And 3. Alrighty. 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Excuse me, y'all, not baking powder, baking soda. You're only going to use baking powder if you're not using self-rising flour. So that's 1, 2. Okay. I'm going to whisk that around. Alrighty, got all that incorporated. Make sure you get it good and incorporated. Alrighty, now we're going to add 2 1/4 cups of buttermilk. Y'all, I like buttermilk. Some people don't. It's really good in a recipe, but I like it with cornbread. I do. Okay. Now we're going to add 2 eggs. There's 1. And I probably should have cracked that into a bowl. Make sure I don't get any shells in it. Here we go. I got lucky on that one, y'all. These shells are a little thin. Okay. Alrighty. Now we've got to add some vanilla, and I use vanilla bean paste. Regular vanilla's fine. Okay. And I gotta add 4 tablespoons of melted butter. You don't want it to be hot, y'all. I melted it, and I melted a stick of butter. All right, that's 2, and that's 4. And I can use the rest of this butter to put on top of the pancakes when they get done. It'll be delicious. All right, now I'm gonna whisk this up. I may have to add a little bit more buttermilk because it wasn't quite up to the top. Just a little bit more because I didn't have quite a 1/4 in there. There we go. So that's 2 1/4 cups of buttermilk. There we go. I want to add just a little bit more vanilla. Extra vanilla is always good in my opinion. I think it's yummy. Okay. And you can make this batter ahead of time. I think it's always good when you make it a few minutes ahead of time because it gives it a chance to get kind of puffy. You know, like a cornbread batter will do if you mix it up. Scrape down the sides of the bowl. And make sure it's all incorporated. Alrighty. Now my secret ingredient, y'all, I almost forgot to put it in there, is, let me get it open. Zoe's looking like, oh boy, this is my fave. My secret ingredient is cake mix, just a little bit. If you like IHOP's pancakes, because I never could understand how they got theirs to taste so good. And I started messing around one day, and I said, I'm gonna see if I can't come up with something. So I did, and that's what I came up with, was the cake. Trying to find a clean thing here. All right, I'm going to put, if I can get this bag open, y'all, 1/4 cup of cake mix. You can use carrot cake mix. You can use chocolate cake mix. You can use any kind of cake mix you want. And if you add the cake mix, you have to add a little bit more liquid. If you don't want to add your cake mix, keep the recipe the way it is. Zoe, is that your phone? Oh, okay. So I need to add just a dab more, not much. you just can eyeball it, you know, because you added some extra mix to it. You just need to add a little bit of buttermilk, not much. And I'll probably add a couple of tablespoons. That's all. And that's my secret ingredient, y'all, is cake mix. I'm gonna get my pan heated up and we'll get to cooking these pancakes. I wanted to tell you also, if you wanted to use regular pancake mix out of the box, you know, like the Aunt Jemima. Sorry, y'all, hold on. That was my alarm. I had it set. But anyway, if you want to use like pancake mix that's already pre-made, you can still add the cake mix. Just add a little bit of extra water. Normally when I would buy that, I would add water. And just add about an extra couple of tablespoons of water. And it will work out fine. But you want to let your batter sit for 5 or 10 minutes. And that's what I did. And I'm going to try to heat this pan up, y'all. I find sometimes when I'm making pancakes that the first pancake don't always come out the best. That's what I find. Okay, we're gonna get this pan going, and when it gets warm, I'll be back. Alrighty, so as y'all know that when it's time to flip your pancake, it's when it starts bubbling on top, you know, and it's almost ready to flip. She wanted some sprinkles, y'all, so we doing some sprinkles on hers. You can add chocolate chips. You can add anything you want to this. Cinnamon, if you want some cinnamon pancakes. You could actually separate the batter and fix different pancakes for whatever anybody wants in the house that morning. This is a pancake spatula. It's almost ready to flip. Not yet though. Almost. But you want to make sure your pan is hot. And they smell wonderful. So you cook it about, I don't know, about a minute, minute and a half on each side, maybe 2 minutes, probably not. I'll time the next one. And if you want them flat, you can mash it. If you don't, just leave it alone and it'll puff up on its own. And this batter makes a lot of pancakes. I'm not quite sure how many it makes. But you can cut this recipe in half. But it smells wonderful, y'all. So, I'm going to cook a few and I'll be back. The butter, I put a little brush in here and I just brush the pan. I don't, you know, put too much in there. And I just got a little ladle thing here. Here we go. And just let that cook. Alrighty. I would think that this batter would make at least 10 or 12 big pancakes, and then probably 15 or 20, probably 20 silver dollar pancakes. But I've got my syrup, maple syrup in this, and I'm going to heat that up in the microwave. We like to do that. You know, I don't really like putting cold syrup on a hot pancake. Zoe, is 3 enough for you?
Two is good.
Well, this is your third one. Okay.
I probably won't be able to eat all.
I'm sure. You're never able to eat all of them.
They fill you up, Dad.
I know they do. So, you need to try this recipe, y'all. I know it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but every once in a while, it's okay. But the cake mix really adds a depth of flavor. If you like the IHOP pancakes, it reminds you of that. It does. Because I like those pancakes a lot. Trying to think of something else I could tell you. You could use carrot, like I said, the carrot cake mix. You could use the chocolate, the lemon, anything you wanted, you could just put it in there. It's so versatile. It really is. You could add the chocolate cake mix with some chocolate chips. Red velvet. You could do that. That would be good.
Red velvet pancake.
That would be good.
I hate red velvet cake though.
I love red velvet cake, Zoe.
I hate it.
Alright, I'll be back. Is it good, baby?
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Tell them it's good.
Oh, it's good.
My family's very enthusiastic, y'all. But it is good. I'll be back. Y'all, she's scuffing them pancakes down. I think she likes it. I think she likes it. It's a good recipe. Okay. Were they good, honey?
Mm-hmm. Delicious.
And I took some carrot cake mix, and I put some of that in there just to see what it was like. And this is regular, and this is the carrot cake, and it's really good. It's got the carrot cake spice. I don't like a lot of syrup, y'all. Zoe said it was the best pancake I ever made. That's something, right? It's good, y'all. Especially with the, I added 1/4 cup of carrot cake mix in there. Well, no, I take it back because I didn't have a lot of batter left. I added a couple of tablespoons of the carrot cake mix. And it tastes like a spicy carrot cake pancake. You heat your syrup up, and it's a great recipe. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I will put it in the description box, and I hope y'all make them, and if you do, let me know. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. God bless. Zoe?
Yeah.
She's over yonder playing her game. Say bye.
I'm watching YouTube. Bye.
Bye, y'all.